Got two people I haven't seen send in a replay for a long time. Longshanks and Head Mantis. Both of them are pretty good dudes. Vampire Counts and the Lizardmen. A matchup that can be really cursed and blobby, but it doesn't look like the Lizards brought too much of a blob build. Instead, they brought a lot of fire damage, which I can respect. Fire damage reducing the healing of the Vampire Counts. For the Lizardmen, since I started talking about that, we have an Ancient Salamander for a bit of blob punishment, especially infantry blob punishment. Solar Engine Bastildon, longer range debuffs, magic damage, but mostly for that fire. Then we have a Light Caster with his Bound Banishment and Net. So his only real spell is Net of Amortok. Legion of Chakwa, some other Sora Spears, a bunch of Skink Skirmishers, Skink Cohorts with Javelins, and we do have one Razordon Hunting Pack backed up by Feral Cold Ones. Razordons, if you can net something, they can get a lot of damage value for you. But it'll be hard to keep them safe from the Vampire Counts, who have Vargeists, Crypt Ghouls, Skeleton Warriors, Zombies, a bunch of Crypt Horrors with a Corpse card of Balefire and a Mortis Engine. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, not fully on board with the Manfred hype, going back to El Clasico, Raised Dead, Invocation of Heck, and a big, scary Blood Dragon Lord. But yeah, if the Vargeists can find their way on the Razordon hunting packs, I think the Lizardmen probably lose. Like, they don't have a lot of DPS in this build, and the Razordons are going to be a good portion of it, but if they can use nets to keep them alive, they'll be fine. There's just not a rapid response force, so if the Vargeists just sprint onto them, it's like, oh no, Feral Cold Ones will kind of poke at my heels and stuff. So they could just try and kill the Vargeists, not the Vargeists, the Razordons with some suicide action. Dart Skinks firing into poor little zombies while Vargeists lurk in the distance and try and get their bearings, figure out what they should be doing. One Vargeist is already going to dive onto the light Slon. The Blood Dragon Lord goes straight in on a Sora Spears, a bit ballsy. Does have some decent armor, gets a bit of charge bonus, but not exactly the target he wants. And now the other Vargeist is also diving onto the net caster, leaving the Razordons uncontested to fire into their backs. That is a bit of a whoopsie from the Vampire Counts. You can see what I meant earlier. The Razordons can get out a lot of damage if you buy them the space that they need. So the Vampire Counts are going to need to get it together and shut down this Razordons as they're losing both of their Vargeists for free. Invocation of Heck heals up the Blood Dragon Lord from a little bit of damage that he took. Now the Mortis Engine is moving in. Already starting to drain down the Legion of Chakwa and this other Sora Spear, so that is great for the forces of the Vampire Counts. And already the Razordons are in a bit of trouble. Crypt Horrors and zombies getting through their front line, just kind of walking past it all. Where did the Vargeists end up? One is crumbling and nearly dead. Looks like the other one is dead. We have a Corpse Card still trying to join the fight. They're as slow as zombies, so it takes them a while to get places. Razordon's running out of places to sit and fire. And now the Vampire Count's going to try and turn it around. Mortis Engine constantly draining while also healing up its own troops. Corpse Card also going to get up here and offer some buffs. So, the Count's going to have to rely on some healing, man. Which is new for them. They don't usually rely on healings. This is new, uncharted territory we're definitely in right now. Bound Banishment through zombies. Let's hope it doesn't go back towards the Saurus, but it is damaging some of the zombies. The Vampire Count's even on the balance of power, as this Mortis Engine takes a lot of damage from the Ancient Salamander and the Light Slon. It's starting to run away. It doesn't want any of this noise. Blood Dragon Lord also retreats. The Vampire Counts look like they need a moment to think. Razordon's poking the Blood Dragon Lord on his way out. And the Light Slon has taken a bit of damage. I'm getting worried about the Counts, though. Their front line isn't feeling too good. Their Vargeists are already all dead. The Blood Dragon Lord is really the last super healthy thing, as he breath attacks the Legion of Chakwa down, getting a good amount of damage. And then starts to fly in. Is that his Helm of Discord already popped? He did. He popped his Helm of Discord a little early, but whatever. He's going to charge the Light Slon. Misses the charge attack, hits the follow-up one. He's getting some good damage out, and as we said before, there's no healing for these Lizardmen. But man, look around. The Vampire Counts are just running out of gas. Blood Dragon Lord with some good sniping attempts. Then he summons some zombies to help him out, as the Ancient Salamander and the Solar Engine show up to ruin his good time, mess with his day. He hates it. And the Saurus continue to grind it out. Razordon hunting pack still safe and sound, but they are currently obstructed by their own dinosaurs as they try and shoot past them to the dragon beyond. And the Mortis Engine is back in, getting a bit of a drain on. Let the Mortis Engine go. Frail Cold One's trying to join the fight. Mortis Engine will drain them too, and the Razordon's now going to get a quick shot off onto the Blood Dragon Lord. Do a lot of his HP. That's got to be like a fifth of his HP as he gets into the sky. Does the Light Slon have a net to hold the Blood Dragon Lord right in front of these Razordons? That would be huge in the outcome of this game. Slon, do you have it as the Blood Dragon Lord's taking so much damage on the way in? There is a zombie summon in the middle of them. And the invocation had to heal the Blood Dragon Lord. There was no net, but the Blood Dragon Lord still took just an unholy amount of damage. And a breath attack straight on top of the Slon. Pouring it into his face. Doesn't seem to do too much damage. Slons do have a crazy amount of missile resistance and then a lot of HP. Fallon Banishment going to rip through various zombies. Some are summoned, some are normal. Balance power is still pretty even as the Blood Dragon Lord dives onto the Razordon hunting pack. So it looks like he just wanted to land on them and then leave, because he's already out of there. And he lands on the Slon again. Determined to take this Slon out, but he gets netted in place just as he does so. Looks like he still scored a hit on the Slon anyway, and the Mortis Engine's even moving over just to offer a bit of mass and like hold this guy in place. Nice diving attack from a supposedly netted Vampire Lord. I love how netted he is right now and just chasing this guy down using charge animations. Slon routes, and that could be concerning if the Lizardmen's leadership just falls off a cliff, I guess. They still have a full health Salamander, still have a full health Solar Engine with a lot of ammunition. A lot of Saurus Warriors left. For the Vampire counts, we have some wounded Cryptors, full health Cryptor, Mortis Engine that's pretty wounded, Corpse Guard that's pretty wounded. And the Blood Dragon Lord is taking a beating. Skinks are falling back with very little ammunition, however. In the distance, we have a bunch of rallying Lizardmen of not healthy stock. Cryptor is the 43 speed trying to run down the Slon with only 31. They should be able to catch up to him, and with only 236 HP, that should be a kill for them. Well, the Blood Dragon Lord continues to chase around Skinks, though he is taking darts all the while he does so. His healing cap is going to be the important part. He's a vampire. He should be able to reach it. Meanwhile, in the distance, Cryptor is still struggling to catch up to the Slon despite their superior speed. Now they're getting attacked in the back by vicious Velociraptors, so they do need to turn and deal with this nuisance, allowing the Slon to slink away. Slink away, little Slon, slink away. Another invocation to heck out for the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, just trying to keep him nice and safe, and the Mortis Engine so far has 1400 value and climbing. Now, if in the late game you do get stuck with just melee troops, of course the Mortis Engine will win. But the Razordon hunting pack is back. We thought they were dead. They are not. They're being followed around by some zombies. There's more zombies over there. There's a lot of summoned zombies. How many do you have left? I feel like you've been summoning zombies all dang day. He has 0 zombie summons left. That is actually really tough for vampire counts. They rely heavily on their zombie summons in the late game. Light Slon did rally. And now the Razordon hunting pack is getting to safety as well, trying to get shots in onto the Cryptors and the Mortis Engine. Looks like they're getting a little obstructed. Now they turn their ire onto the Blood Dragon Lord, but he is going straight for them. There is his charge attack. Takes a little bit of damage on the way in, but he will be fine. Ooh, just as I said, he gets shot in the side by the Solar Engine. Ancient Salamander stuck fighting in melee. Takes out the Corpse Guard with the Balefire. Not bad at all. Can this Solar Engine get the poke it really needs to onto the Blood Dragon Lord? Meanwhile, Cryptors rout the Light Slon yet again, though they have taken a ton of damage themselves. The Mortis Engine is getting close to its heal cap, but more and more Skinks and Saurus are being fed into the fires. And without the Razordon's dedicated DPS, I do wonder how much you get off the Mortis Engine. Maybe the Solar Engine can do decent work, but he's charging into melee right now. Razordons get to safety. And that Light Slon still getting chased off by the Cryptors, who are getting poked in the back by Skinks, but I'm sure they don't care. The Razordons come back to the fight, running low on ammunition. Usually a good sign for Lizardmen if the Razordons get all their ammo off. Blood Dragon Lord, 3,200 HP and only just a little bit of healing left. Cryptors are about to die here. Mortis Engine at 2,600 HP and only a little bit of healing left. And another Cryptor in the distance. Remember, there are no zombie summons remaining. And I kind of want these two fire dinos to use their range attacks. There we go, now they're starting to. Because this whole chasing them down a melee thing isn't working. Razordon's also trying to line up the fight. In the distance, the Light Salon has returned yet again. I don't really want to miss this, so I'm just going to go over here and see what the heck's going on this side. Light Salon is hovering next to the white line as Cryptors got distracted beating up on Skinks, and now they have new orders to go get the Salon. Okay, so the Salon's about to die. That's just not a real thing. Unless he uses his net to save himself, as the Solar Engine just straight up blasts the Ancient Salamander in the back of the head, completely missing the Blood Dragon Lord and just getting the Solar Engine. Razordons need to get over here and fire some shots, but the Mortis Engine's taking big damage. Without zombies to protect it, it actually is at the mercy of this Ancient Salamander. Another big shot in from the Solar Dino, but the Lizardmen at a key moment lose their Slon. Now the Ancient Salamander's going to rout. A lot of the Skinks are going to rout. The Razordon hunting packs are here to fire at the Blood Dragon Lord, get off some decent damage. Solar Engine's trying to fire at the Mortis Engine, but the Lizardmen have lost their leadership. They've lost their nerve. Solar Engine charges into combat with the Mortis Engine. He's trying to heal itself up. Razordon the Herd still taking out a lot of damage on the Blood Dragon Lord. The Blood Dragon Lord is getting low. Vampire counts in general getting very low. And the Mortis Engine is about to die. Solar Engine's looking like he's trying to keep on it, trying to keep that crumbling going, as some Dart Skinks help out a little bit too. Now, Cryptors are returning to the fight. They're healing up. By the time they get here, the Lizardmen will have mostly rallied from their Salon dying. We are about to get the Razordon herds back. We still have a Salamander. We still have a Solar Engine. And they just need to focus on poking down this Blood Dragon Lord. 1,400 HP left for him, and then a little bit of healing if you allow it. But even then, it looks like he's running out of Winds of Magic. And if you just hit him with your projectiles, both your projectiles deal fire damage, so you can just stop him from getting much healing at all. But he's getting kited out. Yes, there it is. The projectile's doing so much work. As the Dart Skinks even get him crumbling. And army losses hits for the vampire counts. The lizards do manage to rally and use their artillery dinos as artillery in the late game, as is their birthright. Well played by both players. Good job to Head Mantis for the W. Vargeist, unfortunately, was just sacrificed to start. Longshanks is going to want that one back. But then the Mortis Engine, the Blood Dragon Lord, did pretty well. Zombies did okay. Crypt Ghouls still suck. Sorry, Crypt Ghouls. Crypt Horrors are good. For Head Mantis, his Netcaster didn't get too much accomplished, unfortunately. Both of his big dinosaurs did. Saurus Warriors all did great. 3,100 value on the Razor hunting packs. You'll love to see it. And then Skirmish Kings did very well. GG. Roar.
Subscribe, yes, yes.